Hello gamers, another beautiful day. Yep, hope your five senses work, health and strength is good. What? So, Nintendo lost in court, huh? My, how the tables have turned. Look, let's set the record straight. Just because you make billions of dollars, it doesn't mean that you're above the law or above principle. You're just like the regular person. You're just like individuals on the streets. Okay? Just because you make millions of dollars and billions of dollars, you're not above the courts. Okay? Because that's where the judges resides. And most judges don't play that nonsense. Okay? No company or institution is above law or above principle. Okay? Because that's where the judges come in. And let's be real. A lot of people don't like to go to court. Okay? Listen to this. Says here, YouTuber fought back against Nintendo Dmca notice and won. Or should I say win? Says, for once, someone had the guts to tell Nintendo where to go. Let's see if it holds. Okay? Though, says here, a hot potato, Nintendo is so hawkish about its IP that whenever we report on someone doing something cool with, let's say, Mario Brothers, we're almost always include an obligatory. Let's see how long Nintendo lawyers allow this to remain online. Side note, most of the time it doesn't take long, and that's the end of it, but not this time. It says here, last October, video game history channel Did You Know Gaming, DYKG, anyway, posted a 20-minute documentary on the formerly unknown and unpublished Nintendo DS game, Heroes of Hyrule. As the name connotes, it was Zelda spin-off planned for Nintendo Popular Portable. The video remains on YouTube for nearly 90 days before DYKG, Did You Know Gaming, receives a copyright warning and automatically remove it from public view on December 28. Channel operator Shane Gill said the copyright strike accused him of using unauthorized material in its video. One can assume it was referring to 22-page pitch document that Did You Know Gaming obtained legally from former Retro employee. Gill maintains that he used material for journalistic purpose and adhered to fair use doctrine. So he filed a counterclaim with YouTube saying as much. Then it says here, Gill claims that Nintendo tried scrubbing the video because it didn't like what his research uncovered. However, in Nintendo's defense, the content is close to 90% copyright material, including entire pages of text from the pitch document. It's not an open and shut case use. No, it's not an open and shut fair use case. Sorry about that. However, the tone and purpose of the mini documentary is clearly for archiving history, so it's not cut and dry in Nintendo's favor either. Then it says, in any case, per its copyright policy, YouTube automatically reinstate a video if the content creator files a counterclaim and the right holder does not bring a lawsuit within 10 working days. So Gill held his breath for 2 weeks, waiting to get served. Nintendo took no further action, so the video is now back online. Then it says, even though Gill never received a summons or other notice from Nintendo that does not leave him in the clear, the company legal team can still take action against the content since the statute of limitation on copyright claims is 3 years. So we could hear from Nintendo again on this matter sometime down the road. Says here, in the meantime, you should watch Did You Know Gaming above while it remains online. It's a well done piece for those interested in retro gaming or Nintendo's history. For those who would rather have the TLDR version, keep reading. Metroid Prime developer Retro Studios pitched Heroes of Hyrule in 2004. The same year Nintendo DS made its debut. Retro intended it to be a strategy game similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. The team sent the pitch to Nintendo Software Planning and Development, which flatly rejected the idea. The SPD heads didn't even give them a reason for not going forward. Says here, we sent it over to SPD and got an immediate no, you're not doing that to this day. I do not know why. Former retro game designer Paul Torzor told Did You Know Gaming in an interview, they just didn't seem to have any interest in that gameplay concept, which is too bad. It was really solid concept and had the potential to be something great. Well, look, got two comments here. Someone said, "I'm glad I'm glad Donkey Kong Did You Know Gaming is fighting back against Nintendo legal department. Someone needs to." And then someone else said, "Agreed. Even though Nintendo is likely to strike him again, he'll likely concede. I think more content creators need just to make Nintendo jump through its hoop on principles. They don't have to necessarily take it all the way to court, although that would help if they have a solid case and the money to fight it. But at least make Nintendo legal file the paperwork and waste their time on many instances is just throwing its weight around. But heck, I don't know, everything is always simpler when you are on the sidelines watching." Look, just because you're a company in a corporation, you're not above anybody. Okay? You could be a company, a corporation, or an institution. You're not above anybody, because you have to abide by the same rules and principles that people in everyday life abide by. And when it comes to the courts, when it comes to the courts, let me say this: no one is above the judge that sits on the bench in the courts. Okay? No one is above the judge in the courts that sits on the bench. Okay? The police, they work with the judge, and they have to protect him. Okay? When it comes to the courts, man, the judge has all the power, so no one is above them. Okay? No human, but someone higher up is up in the clouds is above them. But judge that sits in the court. So Nintendo is not above law or above principle just because they make billions of dollars. They have to abide by the same rules and laws and principle that people live by, and they don't get no special treatments, especially when they got to get in front of a judge, because a judge don't play that. And they were just throwing their weight around, thinking that they can hit everybody with a copyright strike that they see and just get away with it. But now a judge has just let it be known that you're not above anybody. You're not above me or anybody else. You're just like everybody else. You follow the same rules and same principles. So this was to me, this was just a warning to Nintendo that if they go into court again with some false with a false lawsuit and thinking that they're gonna get away with it, then they're in for a rude awakening. Okay? Just because you're a corporation or company or an institution, you're not above it. You're not above anybody. You have to abide by the same rule and principle. Okay? And just because you make money, that don't make you better than the person that don't have millions of dollars. Okay, you might have money and it's a tool, yeah, but you still abide by the same rule and principle that everybody else abide by. And when it comes to a judge, man, when it comes to a judge, and when you got to sit in front of a judge with a case, every millionaire and billionaire gets humbled. Okay, who think they were above everybody. Okay, because let's face it, not all the millionaires and billionaires, they don't want to go to court, man. Okay, they think the money can make them get away with anything. When you got to sit in front of a judge, yeah, the judge has all the power, man. So yeah, Nintendo is not above anybody, man. To tell you the truth, they're just a company, man, and they were throwing their weight around thinking that they were untouchable, and the judge put an end to that. Okay, I mean, they can have lawyers and attorneys. Okay, lawyers and attorneys can get fired too. They're not above anybody. Okay, they abide by the same rules and principles that our regular citizens abide by. Okay, so and lawyers and even attorneys, if they got to sit in front of a judge, they don't like it. Okay, because the judge has all the power. So anyway, when it comes to Did You Know Gaming, he did right. Okay, he did right. He fought it back. He just didn't sit there with his hands in his pocket. He fought back. Okay, and let Nintendo know that you're not above law, above principle. Just because you hit people with copyright strikes, that don't make it right. Okay, and some people that create content, a lot of people that create content on YouTube, you know, they might be paying homage or tribute or respects to a game that they grew up with or they like. And Nintendo tried to use that against the content creator. The judge put an end to that. So the next time they go in a courtroom accusing someone of copyright, they're gonna have to see that same judge again, because judges, one thing about judges, they talk to each other. Okay, they talk to each other. So you might have to see that same judge again or see another one, and they gonna remember this case. So yeah, you can't just because you're a billion dollar company, it doesn't mean that you just throw your weight around thinking that you can get away with you can break any kind of rule and get away with anything, man. No, you don't. You need to be humble and disciplined in this world, man. Because when you got to sit in front of a judge, then you will know who has the power. It's the judge that sits on the bench, man. So yeah, you can't just you gotta realize that some people that, when people make a content about a Nintendo game, they really not, they just paying their respects. That's all they're doing. You know, they're not like trying to do anything illegal, well, except for Bowser. But other than that, they're just paying homage and respect, man. And to me, Nintendo, they went too far with it. You know, every time you turn around, copyright strike, Dmca, copyright. It's like, come on now, when does this end? You know, look what happened to look what happened to when those Nintendo fans, they had that Smash Brothers tournament, the Super Smash Brothers Melee tournament. What did Nintendo do? Try to put an end to that, and try to toss their power around. But now the judge is letting them know now, like, okay, the next time you come in our courtroom, you better be accurate or you better be correct. Okay? Just because you make billions of dollars, man, you're not above anybody. You abide by the same rules and principles like everybody else, man. You don't get special privilege. And the judge put an end to that. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side. Go. Peace.